clapping and whistling. No, clapping and whistling was taking place while performing tawaf and umrah and manasik of hajj and umrah. And you know where it was taking place? It was taking place by Ka'batullah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَمَا كَانَ صَلَاتُهُمْ عِنْدَ الْبَيْتِ إِلَّا مُكَاءً وَتَصْدِيًا. Mushrikeen, when they used to perform their salat into the time of Jahiliyyat, right by Ka'batullah, while performing their manasik, their rituals, their ibadat, they used to clap and they used to whistle. This used to take place by Ka'batullah. I recited into the second rakat. There was one masjid. It was constructed for one goal and one purpose: to disunite Muslim Ummah, to seed this, to sow the seeds of corruption and kufr and shirk and fasad into the hearts of Muslims. Masjid was constructed. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioning that masjid. Then in coming ayat which I didn't read, I didn't recite, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioning another masjid. That masjid was founded on taqwa, masjidut taqwa. It was founded on purity, on taharat. You know, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us mizaj of Quran and Sunnah about masajid. There are many masajid mentioned into the Quran itself. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Surah Al-Kahf, قَالَ الَّذِينَ غَلَبُوا عَلَىٰ أَمْرِهِمْ لَنَتَّخِذَ عَلَيْهِمْ مَسْجِدًا. People, you know, they had dispute between right belief and wrong belief. That whether there will be ba'ath ba'da al-maut, there will be life after death, whether it will take place or not. People who had the opinion that there will be life after death, because of the people of cave, their argument became stronger. So, you know, to win that stronger argument onto the right belief, they constructed masjid. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us mizaj of Quran and Sunnah. We don't know what future holds. You know, sometimes looks like future is very threatening. Future is very tasting. We are approaching very tasting time. When we look at all these masajid which are mentioned into the Quran of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Ka'batullah was constructed by Adam alayhi salatu wasalam, by Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, by Anbiya alayhi salatu wasalam. When into the construction there was a ikhlas and sincerity and purity of Anbiya alayhi salatu wasalam, some wrong cycles came, like mushrikeen of Makkah. They used to do their rituals while clapping, while whistling, while having shirk, while having wrong attitudes. But it came and it was gone. And that Ka'batullah is still standing. And it will keep on standing till the day of Qiyamah, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will want to lift the reality of Iman. Then one of the major sign, when Ka'batullah will be destroyed, when it will be lifted, when it will be no more, then it will become sign that now shar will spread. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq to understand Quran and Sunnah of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You know, while we are into the pandemic, you know, we turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that, oh Allah, give us the mizaj of Quran and Sunnah regarding masajid. Second masjid I was talking about, Masjid-e-Zirar. Masjid-e-Zirar, it was founded with one goal, that it will make, you know, its effort to destroy Iman and Islam, to harm Islam and Muslims, to harm the cause of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That was the fundamental goal, and that was Masjid-e-Zirar. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you know, accept our dua that our masajid do not turn into Masjid-e-Zirar of future. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make our masajid such that they do not turn into the masjid-e-dhirar of future. Instead, there are ayats about masjid-ut-taqwa, masjid-e-quba. Masjid-e-quba received certificate from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that this masjid is masjid-ut-taqwa. It is masjid-ut-tahara. It is the masjid of purity. What do we learn? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq. We are going through precautionary period. Take all the types of precautions. But at the same time, don't let your aqidah suffer. Don't let your internal being suffer. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us such that we take all the precautions, but at the same time we have total reliance onto Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When it comes to the masajid, a few days ago, Mufti Muhammad Taqi Usmani Sahib Damat Barakatuh, he was saying that these masajid, they will provide us refuge and asylum from the wrath and from the displeasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. These are the places where we come and we try to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is not pleased with us. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq that we take all the precautionary measures, but at the same time we make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that, oh Allah, let the cycle of pandemic end and bring the in'am, bring the period of ease and comfort. And it should not happen that people, they used to congregate by Kaabatullah and they used to think that we are performing tawaf, we are performing salat, and we are performing manasik of Hajj and Umrah, and it was full of clapping and it was full of whistling. It should not happen that our salat leaves original mizaj of salat. Our attendance into the masjid leaves original mizaj of masjid. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our du'as, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our sacrifices. We find sometimes that masajids are becoming empty. Bigger the struggle, bigger the reward. If you come to the masjid taking all the precautions, but because these pandemic days people are scared, they are worried, that's why they don't want to attend congregational salat, and yet you make an effort and you come. Maybe normal days sawab was to one level, but in these days of pandemic, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will elevate you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will grant you great rewards. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept one and all, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the treasures of the whole Quran and Sunnah. Wa akhiru da'wana. This is today's dars.